High value feminine first date strategies to win his heart. Hi, my name is Unique Sibanda and I am your online dating coach as well as your style concierge here on the Black Swan Relationship Academy. And welcome to another recording with me here on this channel. Before we go anywhere, do like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the topic in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to first dates. So I'm really going to kind of address it from a style point of view, as well as just a general dating rules that we're going to be adopting in 2022, honey, and moving forward as high value feminine women. There's always a way to show up as a high value feminine woman, and sometimes on first dates we try to think too much. We try and get advice from so many different people that we end up losing, and the next thing we know, we're not invited to a second date, even though we really like the guy and even though we had some really amazing rapport online or wherever we met. I always look at the first dates as the crucial point, the point where you decide whether you're going to take this forward or not. So when it comes to, let's say, on online dating, try to meet up as soon as possible. I did a video some weeks back telling you about really when you do online dating, try and meet up as soon as possible. Don't spend too many hours talking on the phone, because that way you just fall in love with the myth of the person and not really see and feel what the person looks like. So first dates, really, if you think of it this way, let's look at it from a logical and strategical point of view. It is really where you're coming to assess the person for the role that you're interviewing them for. Just like when we go for a job, right? We are also going to interview the employer to see if this is an environment that we can work in. And we, like, you most would have read up about the company, which is what we do when we're vetting. You literally, I'm not saying stalk the guy, okay? All I'm saying is ask questions that give you answers that you need to be able to see if this man is ready for the kind of relationship that you want. That is why we have the 50 questions that you can ask any high value masculine man, and they're available to download. And don't forget to use the code unique 21 hash, and get your 5% discount, as I was saying. So as a high value woman, just really generally as a person, we always have a strategy of how we're going to get to where we need to get to, which is why I call this video the strategies that you're going to use to get that relationship that you want. And for you to get that relationship that you want, guess what, honey? You're going to have to date. Yeah, you're going to have to date. You're going to have to go online. You're gonna have to go out, because I've never really heard of any situation where a guy just gets dropped in your lap and that's the one, you take that and da-da-da and we're good to go. You're gonna have to date, right? And for you to date successfully in anything we do in our lives, for you to have anything that's successful, you need a strategy to go with it. You need a plan. You need to be able to vet and see what the suitors are like and what suitors you want in your life, right? So this is where the first date is the most important time, where we get to really meet the person in person, when we get to see the person in the flesh and feel them and smell them and see what you like around them, and really be in a very feminine, laid back posture, so that we can actually more like study the person, really, because at the end of the day, it's really about you interviewing someone for the role of the kind of relationship you want. By the time you get to this point, you would have already established the kind of relationship that you want, whether you want a relationship that leads to marriage, or you want a casual relationship, or you want a long-term relationship that doesn't necessarily lead to marriage. That is really your definition of whatever you want to call a relationship. And in 2022, we are being compassionate with ourselves, in that we want to know the kinds of relationships that we can manage, so that we can show up as our best selves. So darlings, if you are going to show up on this first date strategically and to make sure that you win his heart, darling, assuming you already like him, that is why you're going on this first date, right? I would not encourage you to go on a first date with someone that you're thinking, oh, maybe, unless you're duty dating, and that is something we can talk about in Swan Nation. If you join Swan Nation, then that way you'll be able to kind of, we can talk about that in more detail when we do duty dating, or when you go on your soulmate attraction system and you're talking with your coach, we will mention the word duty dating. But I'm talking about when you're really dating for that long-term relationship that you want with a high value masculine man. So when you're going on this first date, ladies, it really is like, put your best foot forward. If you're going to show up, show up. If you're gonna show up, show up. Like, that is how we're moving in 2022, is that if you're gonna show up for something, just show up. Let's stop putting the half foot in, maybe not. And remember, at the end of the day, if you are having a first date with this one guy, you already have other options, and you may have other first dates lined up. You don't know if this is gonna work out. You just are going in there to see if this is something that's going to work for you. And guess what? He is also entitled to check you out and see if you are going to be what works for him. So we love that a high value masculine man would put his best foot forward, and we will do ourselves a disservice if we don't do that. So we also put our best foot forward. We get prepared, we get dolled up, we wear our dresses. And yes, ladies, we always recommend you get a dress for your first date. I know it's cold, but which is why, honey, there are these velvet numbers that you can wear that still look amazing. This is actually a full dress. I will put the picture up of the full dress to let you, just show you, give you an idea of what it looks like. So there are options. You can wear dresses with boots, you can wear dresses with tights and really look amazing. And we show up, ladies. High value women show up. Like, if you're gonna show up, show up. If it means you doing, just get your makeup done, get your nails done, get your hair done, not necessarily just for that first date. It is something that you do anyway because it's your routine, right? Your self-care routine. You do your nails, you do your hair anyway. But when we show up for our first date, ladies, we show up. We show up, right? Not to show out, but we show up. We bring our full presence with us, and we make sure that we're present on that date. We're not worried about something else that's going on in the background. We're focusing on this very moment, and we allow the date to flow. So I guess the next thing would be, you vetted this man. You've decided that, yes, I'm going to go on this date. You've agreed to where to meet, and now you're on that date. So I guess my take on this, and I'm sure you've watched other videos as well within the academy, my take, and we've spoken about what to do on first dates, what not to do. So I guess my addition to that would be, breathe. Breathe a little, honey. Just breathe. Let's stop assuming just because this man is all gorgeous and everything. Be relaxed. There's nothing more attractive than someone who's relaxed and confident in who they are. Show up as yourself. Don't show up with the advice of your friends that you got the day before, the advice of your mother that you got the day before. Just show up as yourself. Show up as your true, authentic self. And you're amazing and you're gorgeous. The thing is, sometimes we rob ourselves of confidence because we have all these fears and all these things that we're thinking in the back of our heads. Honestly, just look at it as it's just an interview. And all you're doing is interviewing this gorgeous, high-value, masculine man to see if he fits into your life and if you fit into his life. Because, ladies, we are not going into so-and-so relationships. We want relationships that work for us. We want relationships that we have vetted, and with men that are going to show up for us. So he comes in there and he opens the door for you, ladies. The first thing we do is say thank you. There is nothing more attractive than a woman who can appreciate a high value masculine man. And as you know, here on the Black Swan Relationship Academy, we recommend that you go on a date where a man is willing to pay the bill for the first date, second date and third date, and maybe even more. But we can talk about that in other videos, and do check out all the other videos as well. But we show up and we are grateful. We are grateful that he is taking the time to invest in us, because he is investing in time with you. He is paying the bill. He's opening doors for you. If he decides to drop you off, he's offering that kind gesture. And be grateful. Show gratitude. A thank you goes a very long way. It is not something that he has to do, and we're not entitled. We don't come up showing up as he owes us this because we have gone out and done ourselves and made our makeup. No, honey, we show up and we are authentic and we are grateful and we show gratitude in being thankful. There's so much more I could go into detail, but really this is something that we can go into when we are in the groups. You can join Chengiz Angels, Swan City as well. The most important one really that I would recommend is Swan Nation, because you can ask all these questions and have your outfits curated for you. I really didn't want to go too much into outfits today because there's a lot more to it, because we have to look at your body shape, we have to look at your height, we have to look at the venue that you're going to. So it would not be fair of me to advise you to give you general advice when I haven't actually seen you as your style concierge. It's just not right. I could not do you that disservice, because I could advise you to wear a shift dress and girl, it's not flattering on you. We don't want to do that. So definitely either book a discovery call with myself, your style concierge here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy, or go ahead and join one of our groups on Facebook and ask the questions, ask away. Then that way I'm able to give you a little bit more detail and a little more insight into what to wear for your first date, what to wear for your second date, how to curate your wardrobe so that you're always ready for the first date. And back to the topic as well, another strategy, ladies, is always be prepared. Curate your wardrobe so that it fits any occasion, that you can literally just switch it up and change into something that is fitting for an activity date. Be one of those ladies who's always prepared. My mom always used to say to me, carry a sewing kit in your handbag, carry a hanky. Just always be prepared for the mishaps. Your grooming is very important, so I would say this and should be part of your self-care routine anyway. As part of your dating strategy, I would always say be prepared. Carry a hanky, carry a sewing kit. I always do, just in case something decides to not sit where it's supposed to sit. Carry a hanky with you, and also carry some sanitary liners, because ladies, we are always prepared, and that is what a high value woman does. But in the meantime, you take care of you, and definitely book a call at some point so that we can go through your wardrobe. We can go through your essentials that you may need, because sometimes it's great to actually have a curated wardrobe. And while I'm still on that topic, our Christmas offers and January sale is running out in a few days, and I definitely wouldn't want you to miss out on creating a curated wardrobe. We have the Talk You Through package at the moment, which you can use. It's literally 3 hours of coaching, which you can use with me. Again, your coach and style concierge here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. When you book me, then we can, if you really want to get your style together and personalize it so that you're always ready for a date, you're always ready for an outing, you're always ready to go out with friends, you're always ready even for work, because a curated capsule wardrobe goes a very long way. And that is one of the strategies I would definitely want you to take up, is to make sure that you're always prepared no matter the occasion. And especially now during winter, most women kind of find it hard, like, what kind of dresses am I going to wear? And honestly, there's so much out there. Like, over the next few videos, I'll just show you how to style different dresses for your winter look and your first dates and your second dates. Then that way we can go out there all prepared and making sure that we show up and show up, ladies. In the meantime, you take care of you, and I'll be seeing you on another video right here on the Black Swan Relationship Academy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Mwah.